And it literally was a left turn, and it was some guiding force. I really think about it now. I wouldn't do that today. I wouldn't get up and move my life. And I didn't know anybody. I had no money, no car, I knew nothing about an industry I wanted to be a part of. And I felt supported and guided by some sort of energy and presence. And I just thought, oh yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. It just felt completely right. And I was never one of those people who said, now I'll give myself 3 years, and if it doesn't work out, I'm going home. I was like, no, this is it. So it's going to take as long as it's going to take.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
I manifest a lot of things. And I remember moving here in 1998 and walking in Hollywood Boulevard. I wanted to live in Hollywood because when I wrote home, I wanted the address on the envelope to say Hollywood, California. Yeah. Not knowing Hollywood was like really ghetto-y at that time. Now it's like chic.
Not sure. Yeah.
But I was walking to Hollywood Boulevard and I was looking at all the stars on the Walk of Fame, and I said, one day I'm going to have a star here. I'm going to have a star. And I picked the spot, and I said, it's going to be right here. And this is an empty one. It's going to be right here. And 20 years to the day, I got my star on the Walk of Fame, probably 5 feet from where I said that to the universe.
You don't get to pick.
No, you don't get to pick.
Yeah, you don't get to pick.
You don't get to pick. They go.
And it was 5 feet away from that.
It was 5 feet away from where I stood on the corner of La Brea and Hollywood Boulevard. And I was like, it's going to be right here. And mine's like 5 feet from where I said. And so that's something I believe in. But it's also more than that. People go, I'm going to be a star. Okay, well, you got to put the work in.
Yeah. And we've talked about that. Let's not get
the work in.
Yeah, you've done that. Yeah.
But just first visualizing it, saying it is really the two biggest steps. Yeah. And I think for women too, there's not a lot of female directors. There's not a lot of females behind the camera like there should be. And a lot of that is because, we don't want to even say it out loud because I might be full of myself, but I should be a writer. Yeah. I should be a director. I should say it. Yeah. Say it, do it, give yourself permission, because that's the first step. Then you go into your plan of how to accomplish it. But the first step is just, verbalize it, visualize it, and then say it.
Visualize, verbalize, and I always feel like you have to feel it and mean it when you say it. If you're gonna believe it, you have to feel it and mean it for sure, because that's what I think the difference is in what you're saying of it's gonna happen for me, and it's whereas no, this is it. But and then following it up, and I think that's what I love about manifestation is that the visualization and verbalizing, but then also backing it up with focused action.
Right. Yeah. Focused action, and I always say curate your day, right? So does what I'm doing today lead to that goal?
Yes.
And there's so much you do in the day that is not leading to what you are trying to manifest. And so all of that energy is being burnt up.
Oh, it's just a choice. You decide, I want to get better every day.
What do you think, in the last 25 years, you have one thing that you really learned?
It's probably been the journey of becoming whole on my own.
Right.
I always thought that I was going to find happiness and love out. Another person was going to give that to me. And then I realized that's not how it is at all. You actually get to be happy all by yourself, if you can just kind of appreciate yourself and know your worth and your value, that, you can be a happy person. He's always thinking about somebody else, or did he call, or did this person think I was good in that audition, or any of those things. It just I'm happy. I have a great life. I'm a good person. I live in a good way, and you know what? I have great friends, and I can call somebody and go anywhere and do you know what I mean? Those simple. I'm healthy. Yeah. I have beautiful children.
Thing,
those things are really the most important things.
We are invited to cultivate and explore creativity in our lives, and to discover the ways we can nurture creativity and in turn give from an overflowing cup to ourselves and to others. I love this idea of an overflowing cup. If we knew that every day our cup was overflowing, that there was an excess that we could access, I think we'd feel better. We'd feel stronger. We'd feel more capable. We'd feel more creative. And that's how we're talking about it right now. That's how we're thinking about it right now. I want us all to remember that there is this amazing excess of creative energy, of manifestation, of anything that you want to create. It's inside of you, and there's no limit to it. Let's remind each other right now that there's no limit to it. I mean, I feel better already. I hope you're enjoying this. I love this, and I love building with you.
You are brilliant and you are beautiful. There is no other woman like you because you are your own kind of woman. These are the affirmations that I give myself every morning to remind myself of who I am, to remind myself of what I've overcome, to remind myself of my worth and the woman I am. Give a voice to young women who struggle to look inside of the mirror and say, I love you, who have relinquished their rights to someone else. I believe beauty truly is beyond size. And with so much emphasis on the external, it's no wonder we all suffer so much internally. It's true, I wasn't able to love and embrace my hips and my weird shaped butt and the cellulite on my thighs. And I wasn't, not until I loved the woman within. And once that happened, my career, my success, my drive, it all began to follow. Never let anybody tell you no. Never let anybody tell you you can't. I have achieved and I am still achieving what was seemingly impossible.
I'd like to know, where do you draw your energy from to stay so positive, enthusiastic, and upbeat?
Wow.
Question.
Well, this is what I think. The only real, quest that we have in life is to keep your vibration high, because I think all of us are like, we're all energy fields.
Yes.
Your energy, that's all we all are. So your number one goal in life is to keep your energy level high. So you have to do things that keep you on a high vibration, like a good vibe. It's some form of silence or prayer or meditation in the morning. It's some form of exercise, but it's keeping yourself whole and connected, and knowing that only positive energy brings positive energy. And that the moment you stay in a negative thought, did you know that you cannot stay in a negative thought more than 17 seconds?
No.
Yeah, so sometimes I time it. When I'm going to talk about somebody, I go 17, 16, 15, 15.
I did learn this.
Yes, because if you stay in it longer than that, then you start drawing other negative. Because one negative thing leads to another. You said, she did, and I can't believe she said that. And then down you go.
The first thing is understanding that life is spiritual warfare. That's what it is. It's the light chasing dark, sun chasing the moon, love, hate, yes, no, negative, positive. That's life. And every day as a human, you have a choice. You wake up and you say, which side am I going to choose to be on today? Because it's a battle every day. And you either choose fear or you choose faith. Fear and faith cannot exist together. You have to choose a side, and you have to walk that path when you leave your house. So I just choose every day. Some days it's harder than others. But I just constantly choose faith. And whatever scares me, faith will clear out the fear, because it can't coexist.
That's awesome.
You create your own standards.
Yeah, and I think you can't do anything until you're actually aware of it anyway. First of all, you have to have the awareness, and I think some people may be hearing that for the first time, and then once you're aware, you can take steps. So I think gratitude is probably the most important thing that you can have, and you speak of that too. So what can people do today and include and speak about gratitude for a minute?
Absolutely. So one of the things about gratitude is that studies show that when you're in gratitude, when you're feeling gratitude, you can't be in another state. So you can't be angry or sad or disappointed when you're being grateful. So grateful for me is like a seed. And when you're grateful, you plant this seed in your life, which is going to grow a beautiful tree and shade and fruits. And it helps you avoid what I call weeds in our life. So when we're planting sadness or disappointment or anger, these are like weeds in our life. So every day I'm trying to plant seeds of gratitude, and I recommend doing it the first thing you do in the morning, but even more importantly, the last thing you do before you go to bed. Because when you do it before you go to bed, you wake up with gratitude in the morning. So it programs your mind to be grateful the next day.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. I think,
so easy.
I think, you know, sometimes it takes seeing a tragedy or seeing something for us to realize how grateful we are for our lives and just the smallest things. So gratitude is so important.
Hi, my name is Beyonce Giselle Knowles, and I'm 16 years old. I just turned 16 about 4 or 5 days ago. My advice is to keep God first. That's the main thing, keep God first. Please keep God first and pray every night and be serious with your prayers. Also, stay humble. I know we're gonna stay humble. If you ever meet me, I have a little attitude, just slap me. Just slap me right back into shape. And if you want to do something, put your mind to it. Focus on that one thing. Don't worry about everybody else trying to distract you and keep you far from your dreams, because it's a lot of haters out there and they're going to try to keep you away from your dreams. But don't listen to them. Just focus on what you're trying to do, and I promise you, you're going to get it if you work hard at it and you keep God first.